Hey everyone, it's Mike from the SEO Pub, and I wanted to do a quick video to go along with this week's SEO Pub chat, where we're talking about some competitor keyword research shortcuts. I used three examples in the email that I sent out this week. One was Monday.com, ClickUp, and Notion. These are project management tools, and if we look at Monday.com, Semrush has data on them for 120,000 different keywords. ClickUp, we're looking at over 90,000, and Notion still over 60,000. I don't know about you guys. I like what I do a lot, but I don't have time to go through 120,000 keywords. So there's some shortcuts I like to use to kind of filter these down a little bit. The first one is Semrush has this new option with search intent, and they'll let you sort all these keywords by four categories of intent. The first is informational. This is These are ones where the user wants to find an answer to a specific question. I do use this one sometimes. A lot of times it may be brand specific. Using Monday as an example, you might find things in here like how to set up a workspace in Monday.com, or how do I share a board with other users in Monday.com. So sometimes it'll be those, but sometimes it'll be more, it'll be without the brand related terms. So informational can be a good one. Informational is especially good if you are looking for opportunities to answer people's questions. That's informational tends to be a lot of question type searches, and it can be especially good if you they can be especially good if you monetize your site with banner ads and you're using some sort of ad network to monetize the site. There'll be a lot of good keywords in here that you may want to go after. Navigational is the user wants to find a specific page or site. This one I almost never use. They're usually very, very brand specific. So this would be somebody like looking for uh, Monday.com download maybe, or something very specific from a brand usually. Commercial is people are investigating brands or services. This is where you'll find a lot of like review type searches, and these can be pretty useful. And I sometimes will take a look at these, but it's people who want to know specific things about a brand or a service or sometimes a product. And then you have transactional, and this is the one I use the most often. This is people with the search intent means that they want to do something. They want to complete an action. So they want to buy something, they want to sign up for something. Transactional are the ones that I use most often. And looking at this list, we have 120,000 keywords. If we sort just by transactional intent keywords, that takes us down to 12,000. So that knocks off a huge portion of these already. The other thing I like to do is SEMrush has this option for advanced filters, and I like to exclude brand related terms when I'm doing competitor research. So we'll take out anything that has to do with Monday itself. And the other thing then is I don't always do this, but if I have a bigger list, I'll sort by volume. Now, just a warning to you, if you sort by volume, there are going to be lower volume search terms that are, especially when you're looking at transactional type keywords, these are high buyer intent. You may be missing out on some good ones, but usually what happens when you have a list this big, there's going to be very closely related terms that have higher volume than those smaller terms that you're sorting out most of the time. So just use this with, like I said, just be cautious when you're using this and realize that you may be sorting out some decent keywords. But if we sort this from 300 searches a month and above, that takes us down to 1.3, 1,300 keywords. That's a much more manageable list to go through and sort through here and see what we can find. And you could change this, if you want to do the informational and see what you find there. 8,000, that's still a lot of keywords to go through, so I'd probably look at trying to maybe up the search volume here. But still, 8,000 even is a lot better than going through 120,000. And by the way, just to show you, if we do the same filters with, like in the note I sent, the email I sent, we did it with Notion. So just to show you what that would look like if we take out Notion and then we cut the volume to 300 and up. In that case, we took a list of 60,000 keywords down to a little under 600. So much more manageable. This would be a lot easier to sort through and find good keywords. But the real golden tip in the email I sent, and the thing that I use the most often when I'm looking at competitors, is this pages tab. So for example, let's go over to ClickUp here and take a look at pages. The advantage of this is number one, you get to see what pages are bringing in the most traffic for a competitor, and almost all the time it's going to be the home page. And the home page is going to have a ton of keywords and for you to sort through, and that's fine. But what I really like to see is what are they doing with their internal pages? What type of other things are they targeting and going after that could be bringing in good traffic and buyers traffic? And this will show you the percentage of all their organic search traffic, according to Semrush, that these pages are bringing in. But the nice thing is people talk all the time about topic clusters and clustering their keywords and grouping their keywords together into kind of related topics and groups for specific pages or maybe even a group of pages. This does a lot of that work for you because I can go in here and like here's they're targeting free project management software. So I can go in here and click on the keywords and I can see all the keywords that they're targeting on this page. And then I can, if I want to sort by volume or I want to sort by their rankings, I can do that and pick out create my own kind of cluster of keywords here to go after. One thing I'd like to do on this page also is sort by keywords that they're not ranking well for. And then like let's maybe go through, let's say keywords that get 1,000 to 10,000 searches and take a look at these. And these may be kind of content gaps where I can look at the piece of content I'm going to create that's going to target these keywords, but how can I make my content better to go after these keywords that they're not ranking well for that may be relevant to what I do? And you can find some really good opportunities in there. But going back to the pages, the other thing that I like to do with this too is I can sort by URL, and you can see ClickUp uses /blog in their URL structure. I can take a look at all their blog posts, and this can give me ideas for posts that I want to do or want to create either right away or down the road. I can see what their best performing blog posts are by looking at how much traffic each of these blog posts are getting. Again, I can sort it by keywords, and I can do the same thing if I go over here to Monday. And now I can sort, here's all Monday's blogs. Monday goes a step further and they put the categories into they have their blog sorted out by category. So if I wanted, like here's project management, if I wanted to see all the posts that they've done relating to project management, we add that in, and here's all their posts on project management. And I can go through and see what kind of traffic they're getting, which are the best performing, which has the most keywords. And here I have kind of these keyword clusters and topic clusters that I can group together to use for these posts going forward. So that's the keyword competitor keyword research shortcuts that I like to use when I'm looking at competitors, especially when there's a really big list to go through that I know I'm never going to have time to go through all of them. That's it for this video. I'll see everyone in the next one.